Reggae interviews. Word sound power.
This is DJ 745 for Reggae interviews here, live and direct with our very special guest who hails from the Virgin Islands, Pressure Busspipe, live and direct in Germany.
Bless up, big up yourself, 745, one love.
So, first of all, it's a real honour to finally get a chance to talk to you. I've been following your music since the days of Don Cornelius.
Yes.
Love and affection. So, it's a joy to finally hold a reasoning with you.
Give thanks for being here. Long time coming.
Now, you're here as part of your European tour right now, and a lot of people have obviously not been able to tour for the past 2 years due to the pandemic. How's it been for you coming back on the road?
Well, it's a great feeling, you know what I mean? Reggae music needs this. I think the people need this as well. Reggae music is the heart and soul of the people. You know, it lifts the people out of mental poverty and mental strain. And it really relieves you of a lot of stress to just inhale in the music. So it's a great feeling to come back on the road and be in front of the people who truly support you and love you. Europe is a great support of reggae music over the years. So, you know, it's a great feeling. I'm grateful to be here again.
Mm-hmm. Now, I know that you're no stranger to these shores. You've performed many times over here in Europe, and you just give the viewers an idea of some of the countries that you visited so far.
Well, on this trip I've visited so far Sweden. We did Uppsala first night, and then we have Reggae Jam this evening. So yeah, we're looking forward to touching more states as well. Especially we're looking forward to reaching over to Africa. So we're all over right now and keeping the fire burning.
Mm-hmm. Now, the last 2 years, I know that a lot of people, while you've not been able to tour, you've been cooking up music, and that's one thing that you've also done as well, because you released an amazing album. The title, I think, says it all. Heights of Greatness.
Heights of Greatness. It's definitely a work of art, you know, put together with a lot of my producer friends who I've been working with over the years. You know, I just felt like I needed to put out an album spreading the love, you know, and showing different fields of Pressure Busspipe. You know, over the years, my albums have been produced by one producer. I would work with I Grade, I would work with Don Cornelius, I would work with Dean Pond, and the albums would just be for those producers. So Heights of Greatness really shows a feel of a wide range of what Pressure Busspipe can offer to the people, you know what I mean? From lovers rock music to hardcore reggae, you know, and just feel good music, inspirational music. So yeah.
You know, I think you've kind of hit the nail on the head there, in that when I listen to some of the productions, the rhythms, it kind of, there's something there for everybody, because you see, not everybody is going to gravitate towards maybe a lovers rock kind of Pressure Busspipe. Some people might kind of want the harder edge, but you've got everything packaged well together in Heights of Greatness.
Thank you, I appreciate that. And that was the motive, you know, to put that together just like that. Yeah, so we give thanks.
But at the same time, even though you've called on quite a few different producers for this project, I still feel that you kind of keep the people that you're working with to a core. So as an example, you mentioned I Grade, and then the other one that comes into my mind, Frenchie, Maximum Sounds. You two kind of have some sort of like great chemistry between you.
Of course. I actually that my mind has been on that, to actually start working on a full album with Frenchie. You know, I think we really put together great music together. Over the years, I think I've met Frenchie years ago. We haven't seen each other in flesh in many years, but we talk on the phone often, you know, and the vibes is always right. We talk about enough different things other than music. And he come like a brother from another mother for real, you know, so we really share that kind of energy, and he keep it real with me. You know, and I like that. I like producers who is like, yo, Pressure, I know you can do this, trust me, do it. And whatever time you need to get it done, get it done. You know what I mean? So I really appreciate having real brotherhood producers like that in the battlefield, you know. Give thanks. Big up Frenchie, Maximum Sounds.
Do you ever feel kind of challenged by some of the rhythms that he gives to you to work on? Do you ever feel like, boy, this rhythm's kind of like not really one that I kind of feel comfortable on, but then when you deliver, it becomes a big song?
Yeah, it's usually that way with Frenchie. He always push the limit for me, you know what I mean? And I like that. Because the minute if I call Frenchie and I say, yo, this one different, you know have a next one for me, Frenchie say, yo, Pressure, me know you can find something bad for that. Me know you have it. And it just like, let me go back to the table and see what I can.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just so grateful. It always come out well, you know.
I mean, I think one thing that Frenchie said recently was that he released his latest juggling project, the Love and Love Alone rhythm track, and you have that big song on there, Too Bad, and he's actually said that this might be the last rhythm juggling that he puts together.
Really? I haven't heard that. Well, I don't know what to say about that, but I know that's not the end of the relationship, the working relationship with Pressure Busspipe and Frenchie. You know what I mean? So, however, I support Frenchie. You know what I mean? As long as we keep working.
True. So that's why, you know, taking the reasoning full circle, you said that you would love to maybe actually even work on an album project with Frenchie. So that's why my mind's kind of thinking that's probably what we've got to see as well.
All right. Yes. Well, look forward for that. I think that's something that can happen easily. Yeah. For real.
Now, talking about the album Heights of Greatness, when I saw the track listing, I'm one of these people that kind of studies things in a lot of detail, and there was one track on there that I saw the title of. Before I heard it, it was called No Man Is an Island, featuring
Kabaka.
the lyrical fire, Kabaka, right? And for me, for the first thing that went to my mind was Dennis Brown, No Man Is an Island, but nah, completely different song.
Yeah, definitely. Working with Kabaka Pyramid, you know, we have quite a few songs together, so it was easy for me to just call on him during the pandemic as well. You know, we actually recorded that song over FaceTime. You know, I was in my studio, he was in his home studio, and we just shared the vibes through FaceTime, and I recorded, he recorded.
Okay.
So it was something different, and I learned to work like that during that time, and he was one of the first artists I did that with. Well, maybe the only artist on the album that I worked like that with, and it was great. You know, me and Kabaka definitely have a chemistry working on songs together, and he's one of them artists that is like a brother as well to me, you know what I mean? So it's like I already know that energy seal, so me just link him anytime I feel like me want him to on a verse or something. Because I know it go come off the right way exactly how me need it for.
Yeah. And another artist, I mean, talking of some of the younger generation of artists that I'm thinking of, Yardcore. You touched a verse on Ready Now. What a song.
Yeah, big up Yardcore, you know what I mean? And it was kind of surprising when I heard he had a song. You know what I mean?
I was like, surprising.
Yeah, because I don't know him to be an artist.
Okay.
I know him for many years as a DJ, and he called me and he said, yo, Pressure, I have a song and I want you to put a verse on it. You know? I'm going to say, all right, Yardcore, let me hear it.
You felt the inspiration. And
Yeah, because Yardcore know the thing, you know. Him know the chemistry, him know the frequency, so from him start do certain things is like full support, because them DJ carry reggae music around the world too, you know, on a dub level, whatever level, them and they respect and respond to reggae music at the same time. So full support, man. And his upfulness, a job we work with, you know, and Yardcore defend Rastafari. You don't know Pressure Busspipe defend Rastafari. So when me see them soldier, yeah, me always try to grab hands with my fellow military soldiers, you know what I mean? And we just fire. Yeah.
Now, very quickly, for some of our younger listeners, I want to kind of understand, how did you first come to Jamaica and first work with Don Cornelius? Because the first vinyl that I remember buying and hearing the name of, Pressure, which is the name that you went by back then, was Love and Affection.
Yes, I met Don Cornelius through the producer who did my first album, which is the album that Don Cornelius heard and was like, yo, I have to work with this artist. So I guess Don was in Miami for like a week, and the producer who did my first album used to work at Guitar Center. So I guess he gave Don a copy of the album. Don loved the album. He reached out to me and said he wants to work with me. He wants to do an album with me. It wasn't just like, let me see what we can do, a single or something. He already felt like, yo, I want to do an album with you. I already heard your album. I know what you can do. And same thing. So I just saw somebody who was really looking at what I can accomplish, and for the levels Don Cornelius has been already in music, you know, it made sense. So he brought me to Jamaica for at least a week the first time, and I recorded almost my whole second album in that 1 week. Because before I reached to Jamaica, of course, he sent me rhythms. He sent me like 13, 14 rhythms, you know what I mean? So I was already writing to the rhythms, had songs. When I reached Jamaica, I recorded at least 8 to 9 songs that week. You know, so he was in himself was like, yo, the artist here don't come for play. You know what I mean?
True.
And then the first song we recorded was Love and Affection, so that in itself was like first impression, you know. So he got that song as the first song, so he was like, yo, no. And then so then we started to record more songs like Be Free, Get to Life, you know what I mean, Touch the Sky, you know, Can You Hear My Cry.
You also touched a Barry Salmon song as well. One of my favourite Barry songs, Putting Up Resistance.
You know what I mean? So yeah, it was just, and that was the idea of Don Cornelius. And Don hit me up one day and he's like, yo, may I listen Barry Salmon, and the first thing come on the rhythm is pressure, pressure. And I never can on this. I'm a meds, you ain't no pressure. I'm say, no man, you have to do this, you have to do this. So he put it together, and of course we had to reach out to Barry Salmon, and he gave us the respect and the support on it, and you know, and he actually loved the album that we were working on, which is the Love and Affection album. So he definitely put his stamp on it, and that was a good vibe for me.
Okay, well, what do we have coming up for the rest of 2022? Our viewers would love to know what Pressure Busspipe is working on for the second half of the year. Well,
to be honest with you, the first half of 2022, I've been working on opening a business. Right now I have a juice bar and a retail store. We sell CBD products, hemp products and stuff. It's called the Pressure Spot in the US Virgin Islands, St. Thomas to be exact. So I've definitely, not indefinitely, but for the first part of the year, I took a break away from music to actually open up a business and a juice bar and things that people in the community needed, things that weren't in our community, never ever, you know what I mean? And now we start, through the travels around the world, we get to see what is needed in our own community, and I felt like it was a need for that. And being that the COVID and the pandemic time was so wicked upon us as artists, I felt like I needed more streams of income, and I shouldn't be depending on the music as well, you know. So at the same time, so I just felt like needs to make some investments in the community, and where it could actually feed me and make me more comfortable while whatever the world have a gone. If they feel like they want done the concert and we not have no show, we still have income coming in, you know what I mean? And that's something that is going on now. The store is open, the juice bar, the Pressure Spot. So as we're speaking right now, I can actually get back to music.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, well look, I want you to just say something to big up all the viewers of Reggae Interviews, and we're going to continue supporting Pressure Busspipe onwards and forwards.
Well, you don't know, big up to everyone out there. Keep supporting Pressure Busspipe. More life, more blessings. 745, give thanks for life.
One love.
Big up.
Manners.
Cool.
All right.
Reggae Interviews. Word, sound, power.